Welcome to this session where we will be talking about how EcoOnline took decades of their legacy, transformed it to a cutting-edge digital foundation, and now charging global market leadership. I'm Jan Sigvartsen, Chief Cloud Evangelist in Orange Business Services, and I'm here with EcoOnline CTO Øyvind Bauer, which started as one of the first developers in the company 15 years ago, and now leading R&D across several countries. Also, we got Sebastian Stormak with us from AWS, which is a developer advocate and a very prominent podcaster. But first, Øyvind, what is it that EcoOnline do and why is it so important?
First, thanks for the introduction, Jan Arild. Very delighted to be here and excited to talk about my company and with particular focus on our cloud journey. So, EcoOnline is a subscription as a service-based company with products in the cloud covering the EHS domain. That stands for Environment, Health and Safety. And EcoOnline exists for our customers to create safe and sustainable workplaces. I think EcoOnline is a bit different than other companies in our domain. We strive to make a difference by having a very engaging solution to drive innovation and to proactively help our customers have safer workplaces.
So, traditional compliance includes manual checklists and sign-offs on paper, and it often ends up in the drawer. And it seems to me like that's more important to a company's hygiene factor rather than tangible for the employees. How do you make compliance exciting and engaging for the employees inside the customers that you work with?
Yeah, compliance and engaging, that's quite an unusual way to look at it. And I think EcoOnline kind of approached this in a good way. Myself, I find compliance quite boring. So that inspires me and my team to actually make good solutions, to make it more fun to work with the software to stay compliant. So traditionally, like you mentioned, there were endless paper mills. There were like cumbersome Excel sheets, maybe one EHS responsible to kind of handle everything. Today it's totally changed. So using our solutions, we involve the whole workforce. We have digitized everything, bringing it together so you can reach all assets of kind of workplace safety in one place, and made it much more engaging. Have everyone in the team kind of drive forward on this. So we have for instance, we have very innovative ways of registering, for instance, incidents at your workplace. You can use your phone and you can use an SMS. You can use our AI bot. You can use WhatsApp. You can scan QR codes. So we have a lot of different methods to get input to the system. And all these tools relates to what people are used to use in their everyday life. So it kind of makes tightens there's not so much difference for how you are used to working. So yeah, I think we have done a big shift in kind of making compliance more fun.
Yeah, that's a sentence for you. However, you're a successful business for 2 decades. And let me get this straight. You were a successful business. Growth was good. New customers were coming. Investors were happy. But yet you transformed your infrastructure, your development process, ways of working, and even the way you approach potential customers and partners. What drove you to the cliff, Øyvind?
That's a very good metaphor, Jan Arild. Yeah, what drove us to the cliff? So, in particular, we had an incident in early 2019 where we actually had a 3-hour downtime in our solution in the middle of the day. And I think it was an eye-opener for myself and EcoOnline to see actually how important our solutions are for them, because we got so much kind of input and like panic all over the place while being down for those 3 hours. So in the aftermath of this incident, we just found out that okay, we need a better SLA. We can't let this happen again. We can't be down. So we started exploring kind of the public cloud space in order to find something more suitable for our growing business. And so that's the kind of key drive of the cliff factor. But also we wanted to position ourselves stronger geographically. We see, for instance, in a lot of tenders now on enterprise clients, they demand maybe data residency in specific countries or their country. So that kind of took us in the direction of choosing a cloud provider with vast geographical reach where we can deploy in different sites.
Now let's jump to AWS here. Sebastian, question for you. Using AWS in your cloud strategy, it seems to enable some amazing opportunities, hearing Eivind talk here, but it also challenges what you have done in the past. And I know this is a big question, but how do AWS work with their customers and partners to enable their success?
Yeah, that's a big question indeed. We are working with our customer really from the start, and we work backward from the requirements of our customers. So we have account teams with account manager, solution architect that can sit with our customer, listen to them, understand their business requirement, translate this business requirement to technical architecture, and of course architecture that are adapted that are adapted to the scale and to the budget of our customers. In some cases, we have our professional services organization that can help to prototype solutions as well, to estimate the cost. And we cannot be everywhere if we would like to. So we have a massive network of partners like Orange Business Services that do exactly the same. You go, sit with your customer, you know your customer most of the time since quite a long time, and you help them both on the business side of a digital transformation, but also on the technical side to learn how to leverage the cloud to unlock their opportunities. Once the project is live, of course, we have technical support 24/7 with extremely low service level agreement if you need so, depending on your support contract. And we continue to improve, we continue to innovate. So once your project is live, just by waiting a bit on us, your infrastructure will improve because we continue to improve, to innovate on behalf of our customer.
Thank you, Sebastian. And to talk a bit about acquisitions, Eivind, you previously mentioned that you have an aggressive growth strategy through acquisition. And to my knowledge, acquisitions can be quite painful, not only integrating the digital assets, but also in established ways of working. People, customers, and there's just so much. How do EcoOnline make these acquisitions sustainable, and why are you so good at it?
Yeah, it can be a bit painful, but that's often because acquisition comes in addition to your business as usual, which already is on like 100% and more. So it comes in on the sideline, and it can of course distort some roadmap plans and some development plans. But I think it's a great way to get a lot of new talent into the company, get great new products, get more engaged customers. And it's a very important growth strategy for us. One very key challenge I want to address is that when you are aggressive and acquiring a lot of companies, you will end up with products in different technology stacks. And it's impossible for you to kind of rewrite everything to your core favorite. So you have to find a way to blend this together so that the customer who logs in and enjoys your experience don't have to think about, oh, this looks totally different. Oh, this is another technology stack. So what we have done in EcoOnline, which we are quite pleased with, is that we have created this platform product concept, which is kind of like our shopping window. So the customer has a single sign-on login entrance to this, and then all our products below here are kind of blended in, so and rebranded and stylized. So it looks like the same product, but it can then actually be different hosting sites in different countries, in different technologies.
Now, listening to you, it sounds like your transformation journey, it involves much more than just the digital topics. Yet there are some digital in this, in terms of rebuilding and maybe also reinventing your digital capabilities. Where do your partners, AWS and Orange Business Services, fit into this digital business transformation journey of yours?
Yeah, our partners have been very important for us since the beginning, because to begin with, when we started using the partners, we didn't have any kind of competence in-house on actually cloud architecture. So in the beginning, when we started on this journey, we were quite dependent on our partner to get a cloud architect and try to kind of perfect our current on-premise cloud solution to this public cloud, to AWS, to kind of see how can we re-engineer and do this as perfect as possible. So then we got very good help from our partner. Later, from a recent acquisition, we have also gotten a new CloudOps team as part of that acquisition. The product we got there, EcoOnline EHS, already were in AWS, so it kind of perfectly matched with our current strategy in upgrading our other assets to AWS. So now we have our own in-house team, but we want to kind of be able to extend on that team to scale properly. So we use our partners in addition to our own people to kind of get the best of both worlds and just get the best cloud solution out there that's possible. Yeah.
Now, you've been through 2 decades of company development, starting as a developer, and you're here today as the CTO. In terms of your R&D perspective, what is the most major difference you see before and after the transformation?
Yeah, to focus on the main difference, I would say that it enables us to have faster development velocity and be on top on innovation. That's kind of the key factors. And also this whole transformation has created a chain reaction in terms of we had to re-architecture a lot to match the public cloud provider, and we also have to reorganize our R&D department to be as kind of perfectly set up as possible to kind of deliver value on this new cloud platform. So CI, CD, CT, getting faster development speed, it really puts us in a competitive position where we are able to deliver innovation and features faster.
So I'm hearing that the potential is very different before and after. That's sort of what I'm hearing. And Sebastian, hearing Øyvind here talking about future potential and increased relevance for new talents, what can we expect to see from AWS in the future to further accelerate companies like EcoOnline?
Yeah, one of the problem or the challenge that our customers are telling us is the lack of IT resource. And actually, it's not just for the cloud. If you're working in IT right now, you know there is a shortage of resource. If you have teenager, the best advice you can give them is start a career in IT. And cloud is not different than the rest of IT. So AWS is doubling down on training. We have a commitment to train 29 million professionals by the end of 2025. So it's the next 4 years. Currently, if you go to aws.training, we have more than 500 free courses that you can take online. There are hands-on labs and workshops as well to really get your hands dirty with the technical aspect of the cloud. We also launched a program to train people that wants to change their career. And you know, with the last 2 years that many people have to move to a different industry area. And some of them are considering IT. So we have the AWS Restart programs that is working with these professionals to retrain them and to train them on cloud technology. The other things that our customers are telling us quite frequently is that IT people, tech people, have fun working with cloud technology. They love that. And so if you decide to adopt cloud technology, not only it helps you in terms of agility and elasticity and cost saving, but it also helps to recruit and to retain talents. And that's a key factor as well, to attract people to your IT organization and to keep them working with you.
Øyvind, before I let you go, your favorite question, using your momentum that you have now from transformation as a driver, what are you going to do next?
You're right, that is my favorite topic, and I try to keep it short. what will you do next? Good question. So we have already started to poke a bit and actually have implemented some feature in terms of machine learning. So we have tried to kind of improve internal processes and kind of accelerate the speed in terms of maintaining our safety data sheet database and things like that. But recently we have really started a new R&D department called machine learning. We recruited a new lead for that team, and we have 2 developers there now and 2 more coming before the end of the year. So we have kind of invested a lot in that area now, and we want to bring a lot more automation and smartness into our products. And that can be like very fast search mechanisms with intelligence. It can be like prediction engines, suggestion engines, automated data inputs. It will save time for our customers, and time is a very valuable currency. So we want to help on that side.
This sounds very promising, Øyvind. Ladies and gentlemen, Øyvind Bauer, CTO in one of the most innovative companies in their industry. And Sebastian Stormak, technology passionate speaker from our innovative partner, AWS. Thank you for listening.